Knight c3 is a decent, flexible opening move that develops the knight toward the center and controls the e4 and d5 squares. d5 takes space in the center and controls the e4 and c. d4 takes. This move activates, developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. This move activates your knight to. This creates a pawn. That pawn. This threatens to win a rook through a fork. You allowed the opponent to win a rook through a fork. White will be winning a rook with that fork. You escape the check from the knight. That rook was free for the take. You allowed the opponent to trade down material. You're kicking their queen out of a useful square. This misses an opportunity to tactically win a pawn. This move will cost you a knight. This kicks the checking queen away with a pawn. This misses an opportunity to tactically win a pawn. This move will cost you a knight. The knight finds a new active square. You step your king away from the checking knight. This leaves a pawn without defenders. Well done, an excellent move. This leaves a pawn without defenders. Well done, an excellent move. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure. This removes the attacking pawn. You permitted the opponent to win a queen through a discovered attack. You overlooked an opportunity to tactically win a bishop. This wins a bishop. This remove you. This misses an opportunity to win a queen through a discovered attack. A good choice to move your threatened queen. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. You further develop your pieces by moving the knight. This permits the opponent to eventually win a knight. You missed an opportunity to tactically win a knight. You missed an opportunity to White develops further. You further develop your pieces by moving the rook. The rooks concede. Very good choice. This kicks a queen. This moves your queen to a safer square. That's fine. A knight in the center controls more squares. This permits the opponent to capture a bishop and win material after the follow-up trades. You overlooked an opportunity to capture a bishop and win material after the follow-up trades. White's pieces move to a square with greater activity and control. You block the check from an opposing queen. This allows the opponent to capture a bishop and win material after the follow-up trades. Taking that bishop will win material for you after the follow-up trades. Recaptures. You captured back. Right on target. Great, you've developed your last piece, completing your... A very strong play. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. This maintains the balance. This wins a pawn. With the rook now developed as well, White has all pieces ready for action. You want a pawn for free. This is the strongest option. This is a fine move. This is an equal trade. You take back. This allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a rook. This is the way to win material. This moves the bishop to safety. You permitted the opponent to win material because the pawn is pinned. You missed an opportunity to win material through a fork. The pawn is... That was a fair trade. Very precise. That was an even swap of material. This makes a pass. You step your king away from the checking. This moves the rook to safety. This is a good time for you. This move puts the rook on a safer square. You missed a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. You permitted the opponent to pin a bishop. You missed a better way to evade the check from the opponent. This creates luft for the king, providing you step your king away from the checking pawn. This loses a pawn. One of the best moves. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. This moves the rook to safety. You escape the check from the rook. A solid choice. You step your king away from the checking rook. This adds pressure by pinning a bishop. Good job defending that pawn. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. Not the best move, but not... This is a fair move. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. This overlooks an opportunity to tactically win a pawn. This overlooks an opportunity to You overlooked a better way to move a bishop to safety. This is the only move that works. This moves the bishop to safety. This overlooks an opportunity to tactically win a pawn. You overlooked a better way to move a bishop to safety. This activates the king in the endgame by getting passed pawns must be pushed. That's not a mistake. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. A very strong play. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. Right on target. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. One of the best moves. Well done, an excellent move. This is the strongest option. You overlooked a better way to move a rook to safety. This moves the rook to safety. This is the strongest option. You overlooked a better way to move a rook to pushing a passed pawn. Your opponent was better off, but now they have a winning advantage. Pushing a passed pawn. Your opponent was better. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. With precise play, you will win a rook. Takes back. This is the way to win a rook. This is the only good move. You captured that free rook. That's fine. This move loses a bishop. This is the way to win a bishop. You escape the check from the rook. Good job stepping in to defend your pawn. A solid choice. You are threatening to tactically win a rook. Very precise. That pawn was... This loses a rook. You moved quickly, missing the only good move. This wins a rook. This loses a rook. You moved quickly, missing the only good move. Recaptures. Good job, that's what I would have played too. Right on target. Nice, definitely the right move. Pushing a passed pawn. Very good choice. The passed pawn. You are threatening to set up. This is the only move that works. This is a fine move. Pushing. You are threatening to set up a blockade. This is the only good move. This move hurts your chances. This is the only good move. This prevents the opponent. You are pushing a passed pawn. This is a fine move. This is the only move. You are threatening to set up a blockade. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. This missed an opportunity to... this seems like a mistake to me. Pushing up. You escape the check from the... This is the strongest option. You missed a better way to evade the check from the opposing queen. This steps away from the checking queen. The forced checkmate is no... You missed a... Yeah, this is still... You escape the check from... This continues the check. This is a fine move. This continues down, and the game is over.